One good trade versus five emotional trades. What's the difference? Let's talk about it on tonight's aftermarket.
Markets close, but we don't sleep. Dreams still trade while the numbers creep. Lights go low and the stars all gleam. Welcome to the aftermarket dream. Yeah, yeah, where we hang free. Tickers glow in the city light. We're the ones who move at night. Buy that dip, chase that high, stack that hope, just justify. No suits, no ties, just faith and speed. Trading hearts and a hunger to lead. We don't wait for the world to agree. We make our mark where we hang free. Welcome to the aftermarket party. Where the bulls and the dreamers get gnarly. Flashing screens, champagne and steam. Building the American dream. Buy low, hold tight, move steady. Midnight trade, lights heavy. Welcome to the aftermarket party where we hang free. Where we hang free. Hang free. Hang free.
Welcome to another aftermarket live chat and watch party. I am Dawn, your host, aka J&J Video Reacts, and it's a stream that's been created for you traders to have a place to come after the market, hang out, and decompress. Thank you very much, Jerry, for the compliment on the promos. I appreciate that. Yeah, video editing takes a little bit, and sometimes you don't hear me as much on the Zoom call because I'm kind of in the lab working on ideas and kind of trying to create some things to give American Dream Trading a certain look and feel when Coach uses it in marketing, right? So, but thank you. I appreciate that. So tonight we are talking about one good trade versus five emotional trades. You've got people who, well, that is the thing that we're all working on. We're trying to all be better at not trading so emotionally, right? And sometimes that means instead of making a few trades, you might want to just stick to that one, right? So that one could pay you for the week, right? So, but before we get deep into it, Cricket, I see you. Let's go ahead and smash the like. Where is everything? There we go. Smash the like button, gang. Please share out the content and make sure you subscribe. Once again, we are pushing for 20,000 subscribers, and right now we've got Coach firmly at 17,682. So we want to raise that number up. I don't think we got any the past couple days. So let's keep that number moving, gang. Let's keep it rising. Let's knock out this 18K, and that'll put us closer to the 20K that we're shooting for. Don't forget, tomorrow you are in your last hours to register. You've got tonight, and I'm assuming tomorrow all the way up until launch time. We've got 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. Tomorrow is the free workshop, how starting your day trading journey. And it's going to be amazing. There's going to be several moderators that are going to give a talk off, and Coach is going to be in there as well. So make sure you guys are in there and registering for that. We went over how to register for it last night. You just go right over to the Discord and go under events and look for the free workshop and click on that and click interested and get yourself signed up. I think you did it last night, Jerry, right? So, yep, it's not hard. But tomorrow is the big day. So we're counting it down and I am excited. So just a heads up for all of you early aftermarketers, the aftermarket will be postponed until the end of that class. And then I usually go on for a little bit after it's over with, right? So grab your notes, take some notes, and we can talk about it in the aftermarket, right? We can reflect on it because I'm sure it's going to be spectacular. It's going to take you right back to the basics, right? Get everything you need from the ground up to build your confidence. So if you're a new trader, or if you have trading experience, but you're not where you want to be, or you have had basically been struggling, this is the perfect thing and the perfect time to start your new year off with getting back to the basics. So this is a class that is going to be for the masses. If you have not already registered, please go ahead and do so. If you have not referred this out to people, please go ahead and do so and tell them that, at the end of the day, the easiest thing to do is just, you can go ahead and if they are not already a paid member, they can go to americandreamtrading.com. If they're not already on Discord, they can go to americandreamtrading.com. And if they are a Discord member, then they can just do it right through Discord. But if they're not, send them to the website. It's got a big button right on the front that says join free workshop here. They can't miss it. Okay. Very easy to be able to refer people out. Speaking of which, don't forget, we have got tons and tons of specials going on. And if you use code DAWN, Dawn, you can get 10% off of any of our memberships, excluding the mentorship. So that's the premium, that's the VIP, that's the crypto, that's the VIP gold, it's the diamond lifetime, which is absolutely going to be done. Coach is going to get into making sure that the company lasts for a long time. So in order to do that, he can no longer continue to give away lifetime memberships. We've got to go to the residual model that brings in income on a monthly and yearly basis. So, and it's not, hey, if you didn't get it when you had an opportunity to get it, I understand if you don't have the cash, but if you had the cash and oh, he's going to do it. No, he's not, because it's actually not good business for the company to continue to run those. So he while he may want to, he can no longer do that because we got to make the company continue to be profitable, right? So the lifetimes are done, right? Lifetimes are done. So get them while they last. If you did not already get one, if you have the wherewithal to be able to get that. Let's see here. So tonight we are focused on, let me take us back to our, all right, take us back to that. I do have the link down there in case any of you want to join me up here, which would be absolutely lovely. Darn Cricket says, Eminem, good. Green, 4% on total account. Good for you. Chart and Soul is in here. What's up, Maria? How you doing, baby girl? Callie, I see you, honey. What's up? Jamie Johns, what is going on? And you are welcome. Congratulate you on a job well done. The animated promos are amazing. Yeah, that always feels good to hear that. Thank you, Jerry. I really appreciate that. F2 is in the house. What's up, F? How are you, brother? Okay, so let me go ahead and pull some slides up. All right. So the title of tonight's show is One Good Trade versus Five Emotional Ones. Right? One good trade versus five emotional ones. One good trade uh, follows rules. Emotional trades follow feelings, right? So we know that because we've talked about that a lot this week. And we cannot hammer that point enough. It's almost better to trade less, gang, than to over trade based on emotion. When you lose, what's the first thing you want to do? Somebody tell me down in the chat. When you have a red trade, what is the just be honest. Where's the temptation? What is the very first thing that comes to your mind that you want to do from an emotional standpoint? Darn Cricket's got the bell down there. I don't know. James just kind of moved on, brother. You know how it is. Once they become mods, the aftermarket is no longer fashionable. I mean, hey, I'm just saying. It's consistent with everybody else that's been on here. Once they become a mod, I lose them. But it's all good. I kind of feel like Coach does with his millionaires, right? Where'd everybody go? All right. Jonathan's in here. Yeah, get it back and more is what Jonathan says. Jonathan says is the first thing that he thinks about, right? Juno back and get my money. jump back in and get my money, Darn Cricket says. Yes. Revenge trade. John B. What? John Bly says. I don't blame you. I know that's the first thing, right? We're human beings. Leonard Jones, what's up, brother? Hey, I'm glad that you're here. Yeah, that is one of the first things that you think about doing. And I think we have a guest. Hold on one second. All right. What's up, honey?
I don't appreciate you talking about me like that.
What'd I say?
You said once they become a mod, they don't show up no more.
You know it.
I can hear you, right? You know I'm in your chat every day.
I know, baby. I'm talking about the panel, though. I mean, it's lonely. It's lonely up there. Oh, but in any event, thank you for popping up. I appreciate it.
You gotta talk trash to get people to show up.
Apparently. I know, right? Damn. But we're talking about one good trade versus five emotional trades. You know the story with that. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know it. I've lived it. Sheesh.
I think we all have. It's like and you. Here's the thing: are you ever really? I mean, you can discipline yourself to a point, but do you ever really get through the temptation of that? You still get tempted to get your money back. You know.
Well, it's not even. It's not even about getting my money back. Let's say I have a good trade. Then I think I'm on fire. So I'm going to make 5 more because my emotions are positive, right? It doesn't even have to be a negative emotion.
Good point. And that is true because then you want to get more and more and more. So then almost like greed kicks in there.
Right. Well, because everything I touch is gold. What do you mean? I mean, I'm amazing. World's best trader. You know what I mean? I'm going to go ahead and steal that from
Keep saying it. Hey, it worked. It worked. Okay, it worked. Keep saying that.
But no, for real, like it goes both ways.
It does. I agree.
And I find that I actually think it works for me in the positive, in the like I'll have a great trade, and then after that I think, oh, I got this. I am feeling it and
Hmm.
vibing, and then you know, will rush or just see something that's not real or not be patient, right? And um but if I have a red trade, I'm much more cautious, because then I'm like, oh crap, and
Right.
I am more likely to miss a good trade. If that makes any sense.
It does. It does. I found myself going through that today. It was like I was tempted to do more trades, but I knew I had other stuff that I needed to be doing, so I didn't do it. But the temptation, that's what made me ask the question. The temptation was there
Right.
to keep going back in and try to get a little bit more. I mean, especially when it just kept going in one direction and then going in another, just staying to the downside. And I'm like, oh, it was tempting. I literally had to take it off my screen in order for me not to trade and just
Right.
bury myself in my phone and start editing. I literally have to take Weeble down, you
Yeah.
know.
No, I understand completely. I Yeah, I was really disappointed in myself this morning. I had like my setups planned and then I just kept hesitating. And I'm like, what is problem? Like I had a green day yesterday. Like there was just no reason, right? But then that's when you have to check yourself, right? Because like you just said with the emotional part, it was like there's something in me right now that's not registering or that's too nervous, so or scared, right? Like I am afraid of red trades. They scare the bejesus out of me.
I know I don't like it either. And let me ask you a question. Was it like a SPY or IWM? They kept going up and it's like, nope, as soon as I get in, it's gonna pull. That type of
No, no, I had been looking, I was planning on trading United Health
thing. Okay.
and Starbucks
Okay.
on engulfing candles, and both of them had, I mean, they it was there. But
Pull it
yeah, it
up.
was it was almost like it was there too soon. Like you said, like
Ah,
you know what I mean? And I'm like, is this real or is this just like the open, and is it just going to come back in my face? And um
sometimes does it surprise you that you actually know what the hell you're doing? Like that good?
well, no. I mean, that I didn't know what I was doing cuz they did great without me.
But you knew it was gonna happen. Oh man.
Well, I
You
mean,
know,
I knew it could happen, but then I didn't trust it when it did happen. That was it was just frustrating.
trust yourself. Trust yourself, Maria son.
Sometimes it's not that I don't trust me, I don't trust the chart, and I know I'm supposed to trust my indicators,
That's
right,
right.
Mixie?
Trust them. But
Oh,
yeah, it gets that way. It gets that way for all of us.
but
So
that's when it's just important for me to like, okay, well, it's not, we're not gonna do that today. Then you know what I mean? Like then we gotta come up with plan. I always have another plan or a
plan
couple
B,
other.
right?
I have a I have a watch list that says interested today, and so that watch
Really?
list changes every day because I'd mainly trade engulfing candles or control candles, but and so I did. I was like, okay, well, let me check my, little watch list. And I had SMCI on there, and it was in a perfect setup
Hmm.
for the control candle. So I traded it up and then I traded it down. And yeah, that was a great trade. So I'm not
Nice.
mad at
You want,
that.
you want me to pull it up?
Sure.
All right. You said SMCI.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
You
see.
know, she's in the pooper. But anyway, oh man. Oh crap.
Super,
Okay.
super.
I didn't look back at it. All right. So I have a line at 32.50. That's the top of the control candle. and the mean is 3120. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought your screen was up. Oh, it is up. I see you on here though. That's weird. Oh, that's delayed. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Um, I'm special. Um, and so I was waiting on it to break VWAP because I thought it might go. So I was like, I took the trade at like 10:37, I think, and then I got out at the top of the control candle, and then I got in after it proved it couldn't break the control candle, and I got out at the mean of 3120. And then look at that. So it just started consolidating. So I was like, well, I'm not going to hold on to anything. It might drop lower. It might not. I'm not holding
Get
though.
down in
Cause
here.
yeah, because it would have just eaten it, right? Like my contract. So
So you got into this?
I got in. Yeah, I got into the upside at 10:37.42. And then I got into the downside at 11:21.20.
So
So
there's
the morning.
10:37. So that was a really good entry because look at that. Right after that break in hold of what is that? The
Oh, and
nine.
I'm on the 2 minute, by the way. I don't know if
Okay.
you're on the 1 minute. It looks
Yeah, I'm
weird
on the
on.
one.
Okay, I'm on the 2.
Let me look at the two.
There we go.
Yep.
So yeah, I was waiting on the break of VWAP to get in because the mean of the control candle. You see where there's well, the mean of the control candle is 3120,
Okay. This.
and yep.
Okay.
And so I was like, well, it's above the mean. It's got enough distance to go to the top of it. We'll see. And it did. And then it couldn't break above it. It tried. You see those little wickies up there. And
Mm-hmm.
then I took it down. And then it started consolidating at the mean. And I was like, well, I'm out of here. And then it went back up and it still couldn't break it. Look at that later in the day. I didn't trade.
Wow.
That's crazy. Well, no, okay, yeah. So this is my trade right here that you're looking at right now. Yep.
This
Up
one.
and then down. Well, I took it both ways.
All right.
And
Those
then
are
look at what
nice
it did this
trades.
afternoon. Look at those candles this afternoon. I didn't get in those. And then it came back down. Ah. Oh, well.
Crazy. But this was nice. These were some good trades in here and long ones too.
Right. Yeah, I'm really starting to I like the engulfing candles dope, right? Like it's easy. I mean, I should never say easy, but the entry is easy, right? Like you have a clear cut path to
Mm-hmm.
entry. The control candles have taken me a little longer to build trust in them
Okay.
because I'm not all that trusting of a human. But it what I do is I chart them on a bunch of different tickers, and then at the end of the day I'll go back and look, and I'm like, dang, that thing really did stay right up in there.
Nice. So, and then the control candle is when you got the huge gamma candle that actually pulls the pattern right back within its range, right? From
Yep.
top to bottom.
Yep. Well,
And then
no,
it,
it never came down to the bottom because the bottom would be, it came to the mean, but the bottom of this candle, it's a huge
yeah.
candle. It's 29.71. It never came down there. It's been playing in the top half of this control candle. Well, I guess yesterday it started down there, but well, no, 2 days ago. But it likes the top half of this so far, but because essentially have two channels, right? You have your upper half of the control candle and the lower half, which
Lower
we have
half.
channels in everything we do, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's how price moves. So,
And then it obviously fulfilled here when it broke out of it.
yep. No, it never broke out of the candle, so the control candle isn't the engulfing. This wasn't an engulfing setup.
Okay. I'm confused. I don't know. Go ahead.
I know. All right, I love you. We try.
Yeah, because I thought you said this one was a control, right?
So the control candle's on the 4 hour.
Ah, okay. So you have to start on the 4 hour.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't mind. My son sounds like a seal. He's coughing.
Uh-oh. Is he all
I know,
right?
right? Yeah, he's just,
I hear you, baby.
he sounds like a seal.
Well,
He,
in any event, congratulations, honey. I'm glad you were able to do what you wanted to do, at least for the most part, huh?
yeah, yeah. And then I had, I don't know, what else did I trade? I traded something else. Oh, I had the Netflix earnings, straddle.
Netflix.
But,
Get you doing straddles and such.
well,
Oh, hell yeah. Look at that.
well, look at yesterday. Look at the drop before that. Overnight. Oh,
Ooh.
God. Yeah, that was earnings,
Damn. I mean, literally
right?
at the bow, that thing just fell off a
I
cliff.
know. I was like, oh, this is preliminary. I kept waiting, like, what is this real? Like, is this really? Oh my God. And then it dropped even further in the pre market, like from the aftermarket. So that was dope.
Yep. Pretty flat.
Beautiful little waterfall.
Yeah, and then
I
it
love
came down.
waterfalls.
Hey, look, don't go chasing waterfalls, Maria.
Oh, I love the downside. You know that.
I know I
I
do too.
like big pools and I cannot lie. So,
Oh man. Well, that is awesome. Uh let's see here. So, instead of one great trade, you had two good trades instead of five emotional ones.
well, yeah, I sold my put at the bell because it had already started to come up in the pre-market. So I was like, yeah. So I sold the put and then I sold one of my calls because I had a gold line that it hit this morning.
Mm-hmm.
But I held one. They're 90 days out. So I don't feel like um, I'm
Pressed.
being too risky. I'm following the rules, right? And I made enough on the put and then I wasn't totally green on the call, but I had a line and I was like, okay, it hit that and it couldn't break it. So I feel like even though it was red selling it, it was kind of like it made sense, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sweet. So
but
with
I was less red. How about that? But I did
yeah,
hold it.
you minimize
Um,
that loss.
yeah, I am still holding one, but it would have to do some crazy stuff to make me red on the overall trade, right? Because between the put, so
Sweet. So yeah, it's kind of like a swing trade you got going on.
well, yeah.
Really? Because
I
you
mean,
made
I
a
don't really trust it. I don't really trust the chart on Netflix. So that I've been trading Netflix to the downside for forever. So to have a call is weird. But I'm hoping for a little bit more push tomorrow. And then if not, I'm done because I'm not, I'm not
when did
gonna let
you
it go more red. But
when did you start trading to the downside when they bought Warner Brothers?
um gosh, I can't remember. I don't know if that was the trigger. No, I mean they haven't bought Warner Brothers yet. It's still just a deal,
Yeah,
right?
very true.
It was probably an engulfing candle at some
Okay.
point, but they've had so many engulfing candles on the daily chart of Netflix. It's been crazy. Oh, let's see.
Lovely.
Yeah, and it's good to find the engulfing candles that have a higher ATR
Mm-hmm.
because they if when they move, right? And so I
Right.
found those to be more profitable. Let's see. The first engulfing candle was on 11.3, and then It's just been in the toilet. It's a toilet rocket, as Palm would say.
I know, right? So let me
Okay,
ask you
chat.
something. You
I
want
need
to?
everybody in the chat to type a one if they think I should sell it tomorrow. No, I'm
Type
kidding. Y'all
that
can't tell me
one.
what to do. But
So
what can we ask them to do, Dawn? Because they need to do something.
they can listen to us read these slides, so I can go ahead
No,
and
they need to type something in the chat, Dawn.
well, type something in the chat. Emotional
Something.
trading feels busy, but usually creates damage. Would you agree with that? That emotional trading feels busy, but creates damage. Type a
Yeah,
one
and
in the chat if you guys believe that. There we go.
yes.
We
Type
incorporated
a
it.
one. We got 29 viewers. I expect to see, and type a zero if that's not true. One if it's true. We should have done TF. Whatever. One if it's true,
Ah,
zero if not.
we can do that tomorrow.
Let's go. I
That's a
need
good
to see
Friday one.
them. Tomorrow's not
Emotion.
Friday. I love you.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's the workshop. It's definitely Thursday.
Damn it.
Nice try. I don't see anything in this chat, guys. Let's go.
Emotional trading feels busy, but usually creates damage. Type a one.
Drewski said 6, 7.
6, 7.
Palm said 5. Oh.
Con-
uh, we've got a lot of
consistency.
ones.
All right. Consistency comes from selectivity, not activity. Right? So we got to remember
That is
that,
so
gang.
true. Yeah, you'll find yourself, you get out of a trade and you're like, oh, I should be trading. No, you shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, you're not, just
Absolutely.
because you exited a trade doesn't mean you enter another one. It's not how
Right.
that works.
Trying to keep from being bored. We know. We know. Quality or quantity? Which one is it? So quality
You want
traders.
me to read it? I can read.
Okay, yeah, that'll work. Thank you, babe.
Okay. Quality trades require patience and clarity. Quantity trades usually come from boredom or FOMO. The market rewards discipline, not overexposure. So, who has trouble with FOMO? Anybody? Type of one if you have trouble with FOMO. Or if it's something you constantly battle.
Right.
I'm not going to lie, I battle it. I have tried to get a little more so now
I'm
I
getting
just think
better with it.
I'm strategic with it, right? I'm like, okay, I really want to be in that. It went up real high. I'm gonna wait on a pullback.
That's me. That's me. I'm like, pull back, pull back. I need a pullback if it's shooting up like that. I did that with SPY and IWM. I needed that pullback to happen this morning. They looked lovely, but I got a little piece of the upside though on SPY. And then I got a little piece of the downside. I think I made $80 to the upside and $50 on the downside. But I didn't sit in them long. You know, I'm trying not to do that. That is my thing of not sitting in trades too long. So I'm teaching myself to get in, get green, get out. Right.
So yeah, I have the opposite too though, right? Like where I get out too soon.
But you know, it's not because you're in too heavy, right? What is it? What causes you to get out too soon, you think?
It'll come up to the 21 and poke a little wick through or something and I'm like, "Oh, I'm not staying for this," but then it rejects, like,
Yeah.
or it'll even like create a candle in the 21, like, and then reject hard. And I don't know, my patience or my like, I'm like, oh, nope, nope, we're not doing this.
Not waiting for the break in, hold of the
Right.
21.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
back
I
to the,
admit.
yeah.
When it gets down to the 21, it gets sketchy because that's my all out. So yeah, you're right. Sometimes I jump the gun with that too.
Right. So I'm
But
like,
at least
well,
we're escaping green though. That's the thing. I would rather do that than hold on, and it does break and hold the 21, and then I get hopium and I'm holding on, and hopefully it'll come back. And
Well,
don't
and one
do that.
thing we talked about today was, and I am so bad for this. Like after I've exited, I'm like, okay, well that trade's over. But there's potential for reentry, right? And so, and don't be afraid of that.
Hmm.
Um, if it broke your rules once, okay, then your exit was appropriate, but it doesn't mean that the trade is over
Right.
necessarily. But and so still be, looking for the reentry. Jonathan said Mark really helped me by explaining how he looked for support and resistance lines and made my trading less stressful. Bayside Jim says, so true. I have a lot of trouble with that. There's potential in every candle, and I find myself wanting to play every candle.
That is chop suey, Bayside Jim.
And then he said, waiting in the weeds, as it were, is so difficult for me.
Yeah, that takes some patience. That definitely takes some patience. That's a good patience developer right there, waiting in the weeds, waiting for it to come down to you.
Well, and yeah, I agree. And it is, well, you have to be flexible with it too, though, right? Like you have to be willing to cancel the order. You have to be able to move the order up
Yes.
if the chart is moving up or the support is moving up. So it's not necessarily that you're inactive while you're waiting in the weeds. You're still active. You're
And
actively
I
managing your
like
entry.
when I first learned how to do it, I was just sitting down there waiting forever. And I'm like, this is for the birds, dude. I think that's why initially when I kind of would get divert from it, it was because I was bored. I'm like, I'm not sitting here just waiting, 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 and I didn't realize, okay, it's a living, breathing thing. Sometimes those positions change; they move up. The people that were at that level now have decided to move it up or move it down,
Right.
um, and you got to pay attention to that. So yeah, it's not just you set that one price and you're sitting there waiting. You got to see what's
Yeah,
going
you're
on.
not sitting there like going to make coffee and stuff. Like it's an active it's an active um you're controlling your entry. You have to be actively waiting in the weeds because the weeds change and sometimes you don't want to be in those weeds, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And
Because
sometimes they're coming
but you
down and
have
they're
to be
coming
there to
down
know.
right. If they come
Right.
down and they're coming down hard, you might want to get out of the way of those weeds.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna
It's like,
let that settle and see. Yeah. So Jonathan Shortridge says he likes using a trailing stop. Yeah. Okay. So I need to learn that skill. Um, on shares. So that's a goal.
yeah, trailing stop is a good skill to have. I love watching Coach do that. He'll just follow it and follow it and follow it.
Yeah. I have not. I don't know how to use them. I don't know how to set them.
Emotional fatigue leads to bad decisions.
That is so true. So every you already said that. Every trade uses mental energy. More trades equals less focus equals weaker decisions. Fatigue causes traders to abandon their plan without realizing it. That is so true.
It is because you lose focus. It gets real intense. And if you are trading over and over and over and over again, eventually you're not as sharp as you were in those first couple of trades, right? So,
So put a number in the chat that reflects coach's rules on how many trades we should be taking
that's a good
a
one.
day.
That's a good, we're such
Please.
a good teacher.
Please and thank you, friends. Miranda said once that there's snakes in those weeds. That's what handyman homeowner said. And Jerry says that's why in the rules, coach says no trading for a month. We all forget the bad habits that we're sabotaging. Yeah.
Two red trades, no trading for a month. 2 red days, rather. 2 red
Yes.
days, no trading for a month.
Pebbles says 2 to 3 trades a day. Handyman homeowner says 1 to 5. Bayside Jim says 3 to 5. We're getting some inconsistency, some six,
Mm-hmm.
7 with these
I
numbers.
did hear one of them that was correct though.
Oh, did you? All right.
One of them's
Who do
right.
y'all think is right? Jamie John says 3 to 5.
Uh,
Bayside Jim says I was thinking handyman is correct, which was 1 to 5. Who's right?
well, as I remember it in the rules, he says 3 to 5.
I like 1 to 5 though.
Yeah, because 1 to 5 covers 3 to 5, right?
Right. Yeah.
So, and if you make one good trade, which is the whole point of tonight's show, there's no need to
Exactly.
go to three.
Precisely. Yep.
I like 1 to 5 too.
But
Technically, 3 to 5.
but coach would also tell you, okay, so let's say your first trade was not good, right? He would tell you that as long as you followed your risk management, right, and you still have, you're not over your 1 to 3%.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I should have asked them that. Y'all know it though. But the if you're not over the 1 to 3%, don't be afraid to trade again. Like,
That's
because
right.
sometimes a one red trade will scare us out too, right? It'll either scare us or we revenge. So
See, but that's the whole importance of trusting your indicators, trusting your rules, doing them consistently the same way each time so that you know I did that right. So it wasn't me.
yes. Yeah. Well, and sometimes you'll do it all right and it still goes against you.
Yeah.
You don't know when there's going to be a tweet. You don't know when, I mean, we do have, our economic calendar and we have some indications that help us, but we don't know when there's going to be a tweet or when there's going to be a foreign country we have no
Mm-hmm.
clue. So there's sometimes that it's just not. There's what do we call it in the gold breakout, we've been talking about variations. So sometimes it's not your fault, but don't abandon the process, right?
Right. Absolutely. Nobody says it better. All right. Let's see. Choose selective trading, not over trading.
Your thumbnails are fire tonight.
Thank you, honey.
Fewer trades equals clearer execution. Selective trading protects confidence and capital. You don't need more trades. You need better ones. That's very true. How many of you have wished you had added in to a great trade and then you're sitting there and you know how much more you could have, how much better the trade might have been or how much more profitable? Anybody in the group or in the chat?
I've definitely done that.
I did it last week. I entered Palantir on Friday with I usually do 25% of my capital, right? Like of my account size. And so I had 25% in the trade
Mm-hmm.
and I got out of the trade and it was one of my most profitable trades ever. And I still had 75% of my buying power.
That is awesome.
But what if I had added in when it was breaking levels or, you know what I mean? Like, and actually, utilized my buying power to generate profit.
If you had done that, how much do you think you would have used? Another 25? Would you just go up by another 25% increment?
My rule is 50% of what I have in the trade. So it'd have been like,
So,
I don't know, like another 18%. It wouldn't have been that much. You're right, Dawn. It wouldn't have been. But I don't know. After reviewing the trade over the weekend, I was like, yeah, I could have, after it showed me that it was really going to do what I thought, what I had predicted, my thesis was correct. then I could have added, because after, I don't think I exited the trade till like 11:30, and we all know that, sometimes there's not much after, in the market, but whatever. We live and we learn.
Yes, we do. And I'm assuming you journaled that for the next time, so you probably will add in the next time.
Oh, you already know, girl. Got my journal back here. But I actually, my journal is a lot on the computer now because of the ADT journal. Are y'all excited? Type a 1 in the chat if you're excited about the release of the ADT journal.
Are you enjoying that?
I love it. I do.
Shout out to Will. Will got a free one.
I know, right? I do want, I do like tangible, so I do want to get it printed, but I haven't yet. Anybody? Nobody in the chat? Do I need to hit refresh? Are y'all not talking to me? Because I don't like
While
this.
you hit refresh, I'm going to hit a commercial break real quick.
Okay.
If you're tired of feeling stuck, if you want to build real financial freedom and financial skills for the future, if you're ready to learn instead of guess, your next move is simple. You deserve financial freedom. Your family deserves your time, and you deserve to know you're building a future where you're taken care of. The only difference between where you are now and where you want to be is that one skill you haven't learned yet. Join our free workshop. It's for beginners just like you. Begin your day trading journey. It's January 22nd at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You can sign up right now at AmericanDreamTrading.com.
All right. And if you are already...
Hey, Ralph.
Thank you for teaching me, man.
what's wrong?
4 years now.
I'm trying to get it back, Maria. Hold on.
There
we go.
We glitching. No, so it was so crazy last night when I was watching the show. I was like, I knew that was Jen's voice. When you were like, I'm gonna play your favorite, I was like, I knew that was her voice. I swear. Every time you played it, I was like, that sounds like Jen. Anyway, it was funny.
The funny thing is, she does all my voiceover work. What I end up doing is sometimes when you see like a different avatar or something, that's something she recorded, but I went and dubbed another voice over top of it. So
okay, that makes sense, right?
Yeah. Sometimes it's me talking, sometimes it's her, but she does most of my voiceover work, and then I'll just put another voice, like that one where it looked like it was like Dick Clark or something. It was like the guy with the tie and all that. Jen had really recorded that, but I put a guy's voice over top of it. I have fun doing these things, man.
I know. I'm aware.
I love editing. Yes.
Okay, so Ken asked if 25% is a good amount for new traders. I assume he means going in like for each trade. That's been I can calculate my loss well with that because I know.
Did we just lose her? Hey, we just lost Maria. All right, she'll probably come back in. But, that was a really good question, Ken, because I like that strategy, actually, to use 25% of your buying power. And Coach has said before, in order to stretch your buying power out and not use all of it up, you might want to, budget yourself out for 50%. But what Maria has done is she's gone with 25%, and that way she can make maybe 4 trades with that and still not, or 3 trades and still not use up her buying power and still have some left. Because we all know that trades can happen not only in the time, but they can also happen in the afternoon, and you want to save some buying power for that. And I think she's back. Hold on one second. Hello. Uh-oh. She's trying to come back in. Vegan knowledge. Hey, honey, we were just talking about you. All right, let's get. Ah, there she is. There she is. Hey, you. What happened?
Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta go. My husband locked his keys in the car. Love y'all.
Oh, love you too, babe. Thanks for coming and hanging out and reading the slides and giving us the tutelage.
Oh, well, of course. I don't think I have another key in my car. I'm sorry, I was just thinking this through. I think I only got one key. I gotta call AAA.
And get that little magnet thing and put it up under the, you know.
Yeah. I know. I'm trying to think right now. I think there's only one key. Okay. Love y'all. I gotta go figure this out.
Hey, baby. Good luck with that.
Bye.
Vegan knowledge. Okay, so we just hit the 5 o'clock mark, and Bruno is already on me about how many videos did you do? So I'm probably going to go ahead and finish those up that I told him I was working on, so that I don't look like I've just been hanging out all week, which I have not, Coach. I've been working. All right, so everybody, thank you so much for being here. We are counting down, gang. We are counting down. So tonight is the last. It is workshop eve, right? So make sure you are getting registered and getting your friends registered and getting your family registered. Get yourself registered. And I believe you will still be able to register all the way up until pretty much probably close to opening. But I would imagine they're probably going to cut that off at some point tomorrow. So that they know what's what with the numbers, right? But everybody have a fantastic night. I want to thank you all for being here. And thank Maria for coming up and hanging out with us and talking to us about her trades and helping me with the slides. If you guys wouldn't mind, please do me a solid and put a comment down here in the video and go over in the Traders Lounge if you learned something tonight or if you enjoyed the stream. I appreciate you. We're going to end with Coach's rules as we normally do. So I'm going to go ahead and pull those out. And there they be. All right, gang. Everybody have a good night. I love your faces. I will talk to y'all mañana. Peace and blessings.
You guys remember all the rules. You must follow all of them. Not some. You don't get to sprinkle in your own and leave mine out. You must follow all the rules. Always have a stop loss in each and every trade. If you're a new trader, make sure you are simulate trading only using a paper account. I don't want anybody losing their money while you are in training. Make sure you guys are using small position sizes. This will allow you to let those runners run and stop out the losers. Again, stops on every trade, regardless of shares, options, futures, or crypto. Make sure you guys are journaling every single day. It's one of the most important pieces of what we do on top of the risk management so that you can help assess what you are doing and make the changes that you need to do. Don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day if you're a new trader. And if you are an experienced trader, please be careful the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the trading day.
I was stuck in the cycle, just spinning my wheels, chasing time, losing sleep, forgetting how to feel. Dreams collecting dust on a shelf in my mind, till I found a spark, a way to realign. Not just numbers, charts, or lines on a screen. Was a mirror that showed who I could be. American dream train, you opened the door, gave me the tools, now I'm asking for more. No more waiting for life to decide. You gave me the pen so I can rewrite. From fear to focus, from doubt to drive, I found my strength, now I'm alive. You didn't not about luck, it's learning to lead, turning every loss into a seed. Now I grow with every rise and fall, standing tall, no dreams too small. American dream being traded, you show me the way, turn my dark into light, my night into day. Now I'm writing my future in my own hand, with purpose, with power, with a brand new plan. From stuck to soaring, from fear to flight, you help me rewrite my life. Yeah, I'm trading more than stocks, I'm trading pain for pride. Thanks to the dream, now rewrite my life.